We're live. What's up, TikTok? We are live. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Like, let me take these curls down. I love these little curls. Yes. How are you guys doing here today? I'm super excited. Coming for another live conversation. Let me make sure my Insta is doing its thing. I'm here for another live conversation with you. We will be doing all things talking. What's up, Cassie Cass? How you doing, boo? We'll be doing all things talking manifestation. We're going to be talking manifestation up in here today. I'm super excited. We are going to be talking about the power you yield. The power you yield. You yield so much power that you don't even realize, and I want you to start using it. So, we're going to be talking about how to tap into this power. Thank you, Cassie. Yes, thank you, Cassie Cash. She said, I love your content. Thank you, baby. I want you to be able to tap into your power. We are going to be talking about how to do that today. So, I'm super excited. For those of you who do not know who I am, let me tell you, so crazy. My titles have been kind of changing. They've been a little shifting this, okay? But I am a money mindset coach. I am always going to be a money mindset coach because I believe in the power of changing your mindset to understanding that money is energy. You have the power to call it in. You can create whatever you want to create. And so that's what we're going to be talking about here today. You, the creator. But I love talking about money specifically because a lot of us have a lot of issues around money. Okay. And these issues that we have around money, honey, is keeping us from the abundance in which we deserve. And I say deserving because if nobody told you recently, abundance is your birthright. Prosperity is your birthright. So the more that we have this conversation, the more that you understand your power, the more that you are able to create the life you want to create, which, let's be real, when you create the life you want to create, this world is a better place, right? Because you are creating from a place in space of you want to see things being better. You want to see things happening better, right? Like when you really think about it, most people start businesses because of a need they see in their community. A need they see in their community. And so when you come from that place of wanting to make the world a better place, guess what? The more that you create that space, the better the world obviously will be. So this is why I love doing what I do and having this conversation with you. So let's get to it. How do we tap into the power within us? And let's just be 1000. It's tapping into the power that is within your mind. Okay? Because your mind is the supercomputer. Your body is the robot. A little backness about me. I am a NLP practitioner, which is a neuro linguistic practitioner, an EFT practitioner, emotional freedom technique practitioner, a hypnosis practitioner. So I am all things change your mind, change your life. I even got my degree in psychology. So I just love talking about behavior, the mindset, and all the stuff. So when we talk about the mind, your brain is the supercomputer, your body is the robot. Okay. It's just the robot. Your brain is telling your body what to do. Every action in which you take is being fueled and pushed and guided by the subconscious mind. So your subconscious thoughts matter. What's going on underneath the surface? You guys remember that big iceberg that we all used to see with when it came to psychology, and they said about this much of you is conscious and the rest is subconscious. You are being ran by the bottom of your iceberg. Okay. So, since the bottom of your iceberg is the one running the show, how do we tap into the power of guiding this iceberg, the bottom part, to telling our body what to do, to telling our body how to show up? Okay. Because at the end of the day, your subconscious mind is what's guiding you towards everything that you want to do, your future, right? We have habits. The habits in which that we do today are what comes about in our future, right? And so these habits that we are cultivating starts in the subconscious mind. You may consciously start off with a habit. Let's be real, right? You may consciously be like, you know what? I am going to wake up every day and work out, right? And the first few days, you got it. But around day 3, 4, you're a little tired. Shoot, you could be tired by day 2. Don't get too sore. When your body's sore, your mind is like, well, Lord, I don't want to do this no more, right? Don't get too sore, right? And so, what I want to remind you is the fact that your subconscious mind is running the show. Once it becomes a habit, it's what? Second nature. Just like brushing your teeth in the morning. Once it is a habit, it becomes second nature, right? For a lot of people, just like getting up and looking at your phone, that's become a habit because now it's second nature. You don't even think about it, you're just doing it naturally. So, we want to cultivate habits that are going to show up in our life, that are going to allow us to be who we need to become to receive whatever it is you are planning to like manifest in your life, right? Let me check my Instagram. Okay, we doing good. Manifest in your life. So when it comes to the things that we want to manifest, right? Let's say you want to manifest more clients in your business, right? Let's talk business because y'all, anybody that knows me knows the conversation I like to have is about money and business because each and every one of you has a special gift. And that gift is meant to bless the world. And a lot of your gifts show up in your businesses. Okay. So, yes, I've been reading Atomic Habits, and everything you're speaking on is spot on. Thank you, Caleb. Yes. Hello, Caleb. Absolutely. Right. I love to same Caleb. Cassie says she's reading Atomic Habits too. I've read Atomic Habits. I love Atomic Habits. Right. My favorite part is when he talks about habit stacking. You can stack habits together, ones that you already do naturally, right? Just like when you walk in this room, first thing you do is flip on the switch, flip the light switch on, right? I do that into my bedroom. My first thing I do when I walk in, flip the light switch on. And my crazy tale, it could be sunny outside. It could be sunny, right? And I'm flipping the light switch on. What is this for, right? Go open the blinds, girl. But it's a habit, right? Boop. And the thing about it is, when I do that habit, I can easily take that same habit and say, add an affirmation to it. Every time I flip a light switch on, I say, I am an energetic match for multi-million dollars. Imagine saying that all day, right? And when you really think about it, your thoughts, when they're practiced long enough, they become your belief. Okay. And once it becomes your belief in your subconscious mind, what did we say earlier? Your body is going to show up in kind. Philister Carson says, Mark 16:17, and these signs will follow those who believe. Come on. Yes. Go on proving my point as we speaking it. That's alignment. I love it. So, yes, what you believe. You have to believe. I've said this over and over and over again. In order to receive, you must believe it. You won't believe it until you practice the thought long enough. That's how you tap into your power. Because think about it. Everything that you believe up until this point, you've practiced it as a thought for long enough for it to now be something you believe wholeheartedly deep within your soul. Right? And it could be anything that you believe. But you practiced the thought long enough, or you were told the thought long enough that now you believe it. And now it is a part of your reality. Okay. So when we are doing anything that we want to change in our life, anything that we want to see happen different in our life, anything that we want to see happen different in our business, it is about practicing, staying in that zone of genius, that zone of thought long enough that now you can actually believe it. Once you believe it, you will receive it. Okay. So when you take a habit, like I said, flip it on the light switch, and you throw an affirmation with it, you will begin to believe said thought. The more that you say it, the more that it will become a part of your reality. Okay. So these are the ways in which we tap into our power, is taking control, having those intentional thoughts, thinking them on purpose, right? The ones that you want to see happen next. They say, I've been loving this recently. I love hearing the word spelling, right? We talk about spelling. It's like saying a spell. I was like, oh, I love that. That's cute. Yeah, I like that. But it's true. Your words become your reality. So the more, and your thoughts and your feelings. So when you take the combination of all of those, it matches up with what you believe, right? Because whatever you're saying, you believe it. Whatever you're thinking, that's a part of your belief system, and your feelings, they feel it deeply, right? Because your brain thinks in pictures. So when you're saying the words, your brain sees them. Your brain is going to see it. And when it sees it, it's going to attach a feeling to it. And once it attaches a feeling to it, guess what? This is how you show up in your life. That is why, that is why doing things right before bed is so powerful. Your conscious mind likes to be the one in control most of the day. Your conscious mind's like, yeah, I got this. Yeah, we gonna do this, right? And your subconscious mind is really the one running the show. But your conscious mind likes to think it's in control, right? That's why when you're worried and all this other stuff, these conscious thoughts of the day, you feel like they're the ones running the show. But your subconscious mind is the one that's running the show. So when you begin to understand how to program and talk to and bring about the ideas in the subconscious mind that you want to see happen day to day, it changes your world. Right before bed, your subconscious mind is like, woo, sleepy, time to go night night, and it drifts off. But guess what's always wide awake, always listening, always like, what we doing next? Your subconscious mind. It wants to hear what to do next. It wants to be guided. So right before you drift off to sleep, tell yourself who you really are. Now, what do we mean by who you really are, right? Like, let's have this conversation. Who are you really? Okay. Oh, we had some people. Blessed day to you. Just want to say hi. Blessed day. Hey, Looney said no sound. Oh no. Is there no sound? Shoot. Oh, it sounds like there's a, okay, I'm not sure. But anyway, okay, let's have this conversation, right? When it comes to, this subconscious thought, and you're telling yourself at night right before bed, this nighttime conversation, I've been calling it a mental diet. I've been calling it a mental diet. This mental diet is so powerful because when you start to tell yourself before bed, this is who we are, because it's always who you've always been. You are this person, right? Like if you have the idea and the thought in your mind of this greater thing that you've never done before, you already are this person. You don't have to do anything extra, be anything. You're already that person inside. That's why the idea came to you. Whether it's an expansion in your business, whether it's a new course, whether it's a new idea to travel the world and be a speaker, right? That person is already within you the moment you say, I would love to do that, or I think I want that, or that looks fun. I want to try that, right? That person is already within you. So, how do you bring them out, right? You get more aligned with them, right? So, how do we become aligned to them? Because remember, I said your subconscious mind is in control, it tells your body what to do, right? So, how do we get more aligned with them? Right before bed, tell yourself who that person is. Get more detailed into the person because it just starts off with an idea. You manifest twice, the first in your mind, the second time it just becomes your physical reality. So let's talk about the mind. When you're having these conversations with your mind, right? Let your subconscious mind know who you are. So I am one of the most powerful statements you can ever make to yourself. I am XYZ. So I like to do it like this, right? I'll write it down. I am speaking, traveling the world, right? I am flying in a private jet. Oh, it feels so good. The flight attendant walks up to me. She hands me my meal. I'm drinking my fabulous champagne. And here I am on the plane. Oh, it's so fabulous. The leather seats are so plush. Sorry, I start closing my eyes because I really start to feel it, right? Get into the moment so heavy where you're aligned with that person. You can start off saying, I would love for my business to be on the Fortune 500 list. But what would that look like on the Fortune 500 list? Right? What are you like? How are you feeling? Who's calling you? You know, people gonna call you like, girl, I saw your business, right? Go over that conversation in your mind. Enjoy that conversation in your body. Feel the feelings of what it would feel like to make the list, right? You can even be checking your bank account. Oh my God, I got whoopty whoopty whoop amount in my bank. Woo! That Fortune 500 list is paying off, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, get into what it would feel like to be in that moment. For another thing that is super powerful is your imagination. Why? Because it's in your subconscious mind. Yes, baby. Your imagination is in your subconscious mind. That is where all your thoughts go to play, is in your imaginative thought. That's where your creativity comes alive, is in that subconscious mind. So take the time, write it down. What you write, you invite. Write it down. And then show up for yourself in a big way by telling yourself the story every night, right before you drift off to sleep. Woo! I'm telling you, that's how you tap into your power, baby. That is how you tap into your power. And to overcome the doubts and the everything that come up, you fill your mind up so much with this goodness. The good thoughts, the things that make you feel happy, the things that make you feel good, using your imagination, being jovial. I tell people this all the time. Be jovial in your ideas, be jovial in your thoughts, be jovial in your day. Okay. Like, I like to play with my imagination where I'll play with it in real life, right? My tail will sit up here and put a fan on, pretend like I'm driving down the street in my Bentley. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. I got one hand out the window with my bracelet blinging. Okay, so I'll sit there with my eyes closed, fan on my face, hair flapping in the air of the fan. But in that moment, you can't tell me I'm not in my Bentley, because what did I say? We manifest twice. The first time is in your mind. You're manifesting at that moment. You're creating in that moment, right? You are literally in that moment saying, it is mine. Yes, Cassie wrote it down. What you write, you invite. That's a word. Yes, it is. And it's a word for so many reasons. Why do you invite it in when you write it down? Because the moment that you write it down, what did I say? Your mind thinks in pictures. So your brain is seeing the picture. What I say? We manifest twice. First time is where? In the mind. So you're writing it down. Your brain is picturing it. But guess what else is happening? As you're writing it down, you're feeling the feelings. Because as you write it, I mean, you can't help but feel it, because you're seeing it, you're feeling it, you're writing it. That whole connection is like a mind, body, and soul connection, and you call it in so fast. It's a straight invitation. Because think about it. When you do an invitation, what? You're writing out your invitation to such and such for name Jackie's birthday on August 5th at 11 a.m., right? Come to address, blah, blah, blah. Bring your bathing suit. Okay? That's what you're doing when you are writing down what you want. You're saying, hey, location, my house, okay, on this day, okay? Come on, bring your stuff. All right. So I love that, love that, love that. Cassie, you got me pumped. What you write, you invite. I love it. I love it. So it's true though. You're inviting it in. So more and more, it is about you filling up your mind with the thoughts that feel good. You are inviting into your life what you want to see happen next. This invitation, you want it to feel good. This ain't the cousin or the auntie or the sister or the somebody that you don't want coming over your house that irritates you. We ain't inviting them over. Okay. We're not inviting, different crazies to the cookout. You know what I'm saying? We're inviting those that make us feel good. We're inviting those that bring the good times. We're inviting those that bring the party. Do the same thing with your thoughts. Treat your thoughts like, and this is what I like to explain it. This is how I explain it. It's my favorite way to explain it. Your subconscious mind is the club. Everybody want to get in the club. Okay, everybody, every thought out there wants to get in the club. The good thoughts, the bad thoughts, the ugly thoughts, the pretty thoughts. They all want to get in the club, okay? But guess what's hanging out in the club? Your imagination and your creativity. With your imagination and your creativity hanging out in the club, any thought that gets down there expands. it gets bigger, it gets bolder, it just gets crazier. Any thought that gets into the club gets big. It gets Beyonce big. Okay, so everybody want to get into the club. Her and Usher in there anyway, so everybody want to kick it with them. You know what I'm saying? So with knowing everybody want to get into the club, these thoughts, they're all going to want to get past your conscious mind. And your conscious mind is the bouncer. Your conscious mind's like, I ain't letting all y'all in here. I don't know about you. I don't know about you. And we're talking about the good and the bad thoughts. Okay. But you know what gets into the club? The thoughts that are the most persistent, the thoughts that show up more often, the thoughts that are always knocking at the door. Those are the ones that get into the club, into the subconscious mind. So, what's most important is for you to flood the gates, flood the conscious mind with the thoughts that feel good. And the thoughts that feel good are the ones that, all right, bye, the ones that expand you. The thoughts that feel good are the ones that make you feel like, oh, that's where I'm on my way to, not where I'm coming from. Okay. We got to stay out the rearview mirror. You want the thoughts that are saying, I'm on my way to greatness. My business is succeeding. I have more money than I know what to do with. Financial freedom is my birthright. These are the thoughts that feel good. I'm traveling the world. I'm flying first class, right? Whatever thoughts that feel good to you. We all got different ones, okay? And if you ever utter the words or you ever catch yourself saying, it ain't about the money, right? You're right. The money is a byproduct of the impact in which you're making. So you're right. But all within the breath, all within the same breath, let's realize the bigger the impact, the more money you're making, right? I like to tell it like this. Mother Teresa, when she passed away, she had a bank account at the Vatican. Now, Mother Teresa was one of the world's greatest do-gooders, right? But can anybody guess how much money Mother Teresa had when she passed? I mean, it makes Austin Powers excited, you know, right? She had $100 million in her account at the Vatican, and that went to her charities, right? So when you millions, yep, $100 million, Cassie, okay? Yes. So when you really get to the point where you understand when you're making an impact, the money flows. Get into the impact you're meant to make. Feel good thoughts about that. You are already worthy. You are already deserving of it, right? Start to see yourself doing the things before you go to bed, before you drift off to sleep. Stick an affirmation with a habit that you're already doing. Say your affirmations while you brush your teeth. Wake up in the morning. The first thing you do when you get out the bed and you start stepping, start saying thank you, right? Like start to infuse your life, your thoughts, your day with the positive feelings, with the positive thoughts, with the things that make you feel good. That is your power. And you will believe it the more that you think the thoughts that feel good, because a belief is nothing but a practiced thought. So practice more and more and more every single day. Practice the thoughts that feel good, and you will attract everything that you are worthy and deserving of. But it's all about what you're opening yourself up to being worthy and deserving of. You are only worthy and deserving of things that you allow yourself to be worthy and deserving of. Oh, good afternoon. Say good afternoon, young love. All right. Omega Man. So I love this. I absolutely love talking about your power. I absolutely love talking about how to tap into your power. Because at the end of the day, you were brought here to create the life that you want to live. You were brought here to be prosperous. You were brought here to be abundant. You were not brought here to suffer. And some of us have signed up for that. Like me, please. I'd love to sit here and just suffer. Okay. And I'm not making fun. I'm being real. So the more that you begin to say, nope, not me. I am abundant. I am prosperous. You see the way that feels different? I have a friend who talks crazy about herself and she keeps calling it jokes. Oh, just jokes, just jokes. And I turned to her yesterday. I said, well, you going to stop joking around me. And she looked at me like, oh my God, no more jokes. No more jokes. Yes. Oh, thank you. Thanks so much. Love learning. You are very good. Love and light. Love and light. But no more jokes. No more talking bad about yourself. No more running around here telling yourself these stories that are not true about you. Because the reason they don't feel good is because that's how untrue they are. What's true about you is your abundance. What's true about you is what you are meant to receive. And you're meant to receive everything you ask for. If nobody told you, I just told my group this morning. I have a group where we meditate every day, we journal every day, and we do affirmations every day. If you want to join, please come join us. It's a beautiful time. Shoot me a message. It is my Facebook group. Would love to see you there. But I have in this group, I was telling them we're spoiled. We are spoiled. God said, ask, you receive. How many parents do we know that out here just saying, ask and I'm going to give it to you? You know what I'm saying? Like, not many. They like, you got to work for it. You got to da. But that's not the promise that was promised to us. We were told, ask and receive. Not do all this work, extra hard, effort. It was ask and receive. You manifest twice, once in the mind and then the second time in the physical reality. Yes, there is action you are going to take. I'm not saying you're just going to be sitting on your butt doing nothing. You will be taking action, but the action that you are going to take is inspired. It's going to feel good. It's going to feel like the next best thing to do. It's going to feel like, because that voice inside is telling you what to do next. Because remember, we're operating from the subconscious mind. You're being guided. Just ask. Oh, I would love $50 million, right? And you may laugh at yourself like, ha ha ha, girl. Those thoughts are the ones we need to stop. Those thoughts are the ones that don't feel good. Those thoughts are the ones that are running the show. Those thoughts are the ones that you've let into the club. We got to let different thoughts into the club. The thoughts we want to allow into the club are the ones that feel good to us. They're the ones that make us feel like 50,000. Oh, I got that. Do I know how? No. Do I know when? No. Do I know where? No. But guess what? I was told to ask and I will receive. I will be guided. So you keep your mind on said thought. That's what we talked about on Monday, being focused on the thought. Being focused on the thought is how you end up believing in your power, because you stay so focused on it. Like, you know what? It's about to be mine. I'm excited. Ooh, what does that person feel like? That $50 million? What are they doing? Right? What kind of clothes are they wearing? Where are they shopping? Who are they talking to? Do they have an accountant? Of course they do. Right? So then you imagine yourself on the phone with your accountant. Stay there, so much so that when it becomes yours, you're like, man, I didn't see this before. Okay? So that is how we believe in our power. How you overcome the doubts, how you overcome the beliefs, honey, it has everything to do with letting go of them and staying so focused on what you know to be true about you. You know it's true that you're powerful. You know it's true that your thoughts become things. It's happened to you before. You got that close parking spot when you said it was coming. You were like, oh, I bet you anything I'm going to park close today at Costco. All of a sudden, you right front row. You know what I mean? It happened. And at first you were over here like, wow, that was weird. I don't know how that happened to me. It's because you're that powerful. It's because your thoughts become things. It's because your words become your reality. That's why. So tap into it. Quit playing. I call it willy-nilly manifesting. When you allow yourself to just think all sorts of willy-nilly thoughts and they end up creating a whole bunch of craziness and nonsense for you. Like you watching that person who just got pulled over by the police and you watching them a little too hard and you giving it a little too much of your feelings and a little too much of your emotions. And before you know it, next thing you know, you getting a ticket. You're powerful. Okay. So watch where your energy is going. Watch where it's going. Watch where it's flowing. And if it's not flowing in the right direction for you, say, whoop, plot twist, switch, and switch it up. Switch it up. Think the new thoughts. Think something different. Come anew in the ideas. Get so focused on them that you feel like you're already there. I've been doing the mental diet. I've been, before I go to bed, listening to myself talk about that moment where my manifestation becomes mine. And I listen to the recording before I go to sleep. man, I feel like I've been up in my dreams. In my dreams, I'm up making my manifestation a reality, like up, like really like in it, like feeling it, like in the moment of it's already mine. So it's already yours. It's already yours. Okay. The moment you think it, it's already yours. All you got to do is just keep your mind there until it physically becomes yours. Because what? A thought practiced long enough becomes a belief. All right. I love y'all. This was fun. We'll be back again tomorrow at 8 a.m. I did 8:30 today. So about 8 a.m., 8:30 a.m. Tomorrow for another live. We'll have another conversation. I can give you a sneak peek. What are we talking about tomorrow? Let me see, because I got my notes, y'all. I've made notes. I know what I want to talk about. I'm excited. The law of attraction. We're gonna be talking about the law of attraction tomorrow. I will tell you how to use it. I will tell you how to do it. I love talking about the law of attraction. It's one of my favorite things. Thank you. Yes, Cassie. I am here to tell entrepreneurs how to manifest the business of their dreams. There are a lot of people out here telling you how to put in all this work to do it. Trust me, I've paid a lot of people to tell me the same. And not that their information has not been helpful, because it totally has. And it has grown me in a way in my business that is beautiful, but there is something still magical on the other side of it that people talk about. We talk about the law of attraction, we talk about manifestation, but I want to talk directly to my entrepreneurs, because you started this business because if there's a need you see in your community. We need you to succeed. And so if you keep staying so focused on doing the action in your business, there's something you're missing on the other end that the rest of us need you to do. There's something that you need to do on the other end that the rest of the big gurus, the money makers, that they do. Okay. They do meditate. They do pray. They do talk to God and they are guided. You know what I'm saying? So I just want us to all tap into this a lot more so we can be the successful queens of business, kings of business that we are meant to come out here and be. All right. So tap into your manifestation power so you can create the business of your dreams. You deserve it. You're worthy just because your first name, last name. There's nothing extra you have to do to be worthy. Just keep being you and it will show up for you. All right. And keep showing up here, because I'm going to keep telling you tips, tricks, all the stuff. You don't even know what you got today. It sounds like I'm just up here talking. I know. But what I did tell you to do today is, before you go to bed, use your imagination, see yourself at this imaginative point. And I bet you will wake up the next day doing different stuff that you ain't never done before. You'd be like, when did I start doing this? Trust me. This is how I end up with all my best ideas. I imagine myself in the space and place where I've already attracted everything of my dreams. And then I dream about it. And then I wake up as that person the next morning. I guarantee it works. All right. All right. I'm not going to keep y'all much longer. Love you to pieces. See you tomorrow, 8 a.m. Manifest today, y'all. Manifest, manifest, manifest. You are worthy. You are deserving. Say the affirmation: I am worthy. I am deserving. And see how it changes your life. Bye.